This is Tank's Vlog for September 8th, 2018. Wrapping up today in sports, we are brought to you by the weekly podcast, Allow Me to Be Frank, which you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. We had a special NFL edition this week with David Strauss from MyBookie, and of course, the legendary, the source, Stu Feiner himself. We went over updates about my diet and the news show, Barstool Sports Advisors. Check your local listings. Guaranteed to be better than any of the blathering idiots doing pregame shows on the networks. So check it out. SoundCloud, iTunes. We got a full college Saturday ahead of us. I also have my second week of six-pack picks up. I went 2-4 last week. Hopefully I'll do better this week. So click the link below to see who I picked in my six-pack picks. Baseball, the Mets began a 3-game series at home against the Phillies. I'll be out there tomorrow night. Aaron Nola was on the mound for the Phillies, and Nola's basically handed the Mets their lunch every time. It was a good game today. Mets were able to scratch out 3 runs, but it wasn't enough as they lost 4-3. As Rhys Hoskins homered off of Tyler Batchelor. And that win was very important for the Phillies as it helped them gain a green on the Braves, who lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-3. So the East is now 2 games separating the top 2 teams as the Braves have been scuffling. And the Diamondbacks, meanwhile, pulled within a game and a half of the first-place Rockies, who are battling the second-place Dodgers. And it was the Dodgers taking the opener in Coors Field 4-2. Strong outing by Clayton Kershaw and a couple of key hits by Puig. Meanwhile, the Yankees went out to Seattle and got an outstanding performance by Masahiro Tanaka, who went 8 innings, allowing just 3 hits. And the Red Sox lost to the Astros. Boy, I tell you, the Red Sox have the problems with the Astros. Keep an eye on that for the postseason, as they suffered a 6-3 loss at home. Astros are really starting to round into shape as the postseason approaches. A's, meanwhile, beat the Rangers 8-4, further distancing themselves from the sinking Mariners in the wild card chase. National League wild card, the leader is currently the Milwaukee Brewers, and they beat the Giants 4-2. Cardinals, who are in second in the wild card, however, weren't as lucky, as they lost to the Detroit Tigers on a walk-off home run by Candelario. So the Cardinals are now just a game ahead of the Dodgers in the race for the second wild card, as that tight National League race gets even closer. In other scores, the Blue Jays got a walk-off home run from Pilar to beat the Indians 3-2. It was the Reds doubling up the Padres 12-6. The Pirates beat the Marlins 5-3. It was the Angels with another home run from Shohei Ohtani. Boy, I tell you, I'd like to have his elbow problems, as they beat the White Sox 5-2. And while the Angels, Ohtani got bad news. Just like a couple days ago, the Angels got bad news that Ohtani is likely going to need Tommy John surgery, taking him off the mound at the very least for now. The White Sox big ace Michael Kopech got the same news. Kopech was the key player acquired in the Chris Sale deal with the Red Sox. The Twins beat the Royals 10-6. And in Tampa Bay, in a football-like score, it was the Tampa Bay Rays rolling over the Orioles 14-2. The Baltimore Orioles have now reached the century mark, 41-100. Burn, 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 boom, 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 boom. You really, really stink, Baltimore. You've lost 100 games. You're probably gonna lose much more. 21 games left. And if you don't win the more than you lose, you're gonna lose 110, maybe more. Oh, you really suck. You really out of luck. The Baltimore Orioles have been for the birds. What happened, Buck Showalter? I'm sure you're gonna quit this team soon. What the hell happened to Baltimore? And to think that they've actually played well against the Yankees. I mean, jeez. That just tells you about the Yankees this year. If they handle business against the Orioles, they'd at least be only a couple of games out. But they lost 6 teams to that team. How does anyone lose 6 teams to a team that wins only 41 games? Come on, why isn't my thing working? Hold on one second. I swear I'm never buying an HP computer again. This thing's a piece of junk. I mean, every night it's buffering, it stops, it clogs. Alright, here we go. Here are my 3 stars. Masahiro Tanaka of the Yankees, 8 innings, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. Philip Ervin of the Reds, who went 3 for 3, with 2 home runs, 4 RBI, and scored 4 runs. And Corey Bethley of TCU, who had 5 tackles and 2 sacks as TCU thumped SMU on the road. Today's birthday shout-out goes to the coach choker himself, Latrell Sprewell. He choked the coach in Golden State, and then when he came to the Knicks, he choked on the court. And we take a look back. Is it hard? Do you believe it's been 20 years? 20 years since Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's record with a 60-second homer, bringing that big race with Sammy Sosa to crescendo. Of course, they would still duel over the final weeks of the season, with McGwire ending with 70 and Sosa ending with 66. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And don't forget, allow me to be frank, the Tank and Stu special, and the MyBookie preview. Good day.